Hey guys, Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina with a quick fishing report for your weekend outlook. Right now we're excited. We've got some good opportunities to get out there and go fishing as weather is finally relenting a little bit. Looking pretty darn good here through the weekend, later weekend at least, and into the course of the coming work week. We're seeing a lot of good action there near shore and offshore, and inshore still pretty good time to get out there for those redfish too. As far as the weather goes, it's been a little bit more nautical and wet this past week, but it looks like it's going to be drying out for us this weekend. We have some really good opportunities coming up with some pretty moderate weather conditions this coming work week. We're on that first quarter moon. That means tides are going to slow down a little bit, a little less water movement in our inshore areas, but still plenty of good opportunities for inshore fishing, especially sheepshead. The sheepshead bite lately has been fired up around the docks. We're seeing a lot of those sheepshead. We're seeing some black drum action around the pass area, and then out on the jetties they're catching flounder. They're seeing some nice redfish action, some big trout. You even have a chance for some of those snook, but most of the snook have moved back into the back protected bay waters for the most part. We are still seeing a lot of mackerel around our beautiful beaches. Sometimes the pass early morning we'll see some of those mackerel. You've got jack crevalle in the area, triple tail around inshore too. Then making your way near shore, the 5 and 10 hour trips are doing real well on the hogfish, especially that 10 hour gives you plenty of time to target the hogfish. We're catching a bunch of them. We're seeing a lot of lane snapper, some good mangrove snapper action too, but really the 10 hours focused on those hogfish. We're averaging 15, 20, 25, even 30 keeper hogfish and a lot more of those throwbacks. So tons of fun on the 10 hour all day. The 5 hour half day, you still got to shop for those hogfish, but we're seeing 5, 10, maybe 15 hogfish on a 5 hour half day. Mostly 10 hour all day is going to give you more chances for those hogfish. Live shrimp's key. Bring a lot of live shrimp. 5 dozen on a half day, 10 dozen on a 10 hour per person. If you're fishing the whole time with those live shrimp, you go through them quickly. We're seeing a lot of those gray snapper, white grunts. We're seeing some pretty good action out there on those. Plus a lot of mackerel near shore. We're seeing some of the mackerel trolling, maybe even a kingfish, but Smokey loses most of those, unfortunately. Just kidding. Just taking a stab at Smokey. Now, working our way near or offshore a little bit, we're seeing a lot of good action offshore on our longer range trips. Big numbers of mangrove snapper and a pretty large average size. We're still seeing those consistent yellowtail snapper. We're seeing consistency on a chance for those mutton snapper. We're seeing scamp grouper, triggerfish. We're seeing plenty of strawberry grouper too. There's tons of fish to get out there and go catch and plenty of room. Today's 39 hour only has 21 people on it, so not a lot of people around. Tons of room on these offshore trips. Inshore and near shore, we're getting more people around because of the holidays. Around Thanksgiving, it gets busy. So if you want to go on a 5 or 10 hour, book early, and keep in mind there's going to be a little bit more people. Whereas if you go on a 12 hour extreme, 39 hour trip, almost nobody on board, super light loads. So great time to get out there offshore. Capitalize on these weather windows. Time your trips around the fronts right before those low pressures is really good fishing. Then a few days after, once the weather calms down, seas calm down, seas start to clear up, we see some good action out there on the weather. So hopefully we'll see you soon at Hubbard's Marina. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Check out our Sunday night live show every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Check out our radio show Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on our Hubbard's Marina Facebook page. We stream them live. And then, of course, don't forget about Friday morning at 8:15 on Fox Channel 13 News. We'll see you soon out in the water. Thanks for watching.